So you see these wires right here, the yellow, red, blue, and black. Just these ones. Ignore the other wires there. Blower motor, blower motor, blower motor, blower motor. And then one of these neutrals down here will also be the blower motor. All this circuit board does is when it gets a signal saying to energize it, depending on what tab is hooked up. You're talking you can have heat, cool. This is a board that also has fan. So depending on what setting you're trying to run is going to dictate where you have power to energize that blower motor. Now with power off, you can unplug a wire here, unplug your neutral, put your meter probes in it. Congratulations, you can ohm out the blower motor that way. But keep in mind, you have to ohm out accordingly. If the blower here does not run on cool, you have to then just focus on testing the cool winding. If you test the heat winding and everything's fine, well, you haven't really tested anything. So if the blower doesn't work in heat, don't bother trying to test the cool, focus on this winding here. Because the only other thing that could go wrong on your blower, I know it's hard to see right there, is that capacitor. But we're talking nothing runs and the capacitor tests good here. Excuse me, I got the hiccups now. So, order of operations with the furnace. The blower is the last thing to be energized. So you're talking a good burners ignite right here. 30 seconds later, a relay is going to click here to tell the blower motor to run. Which means if you go to this blue wire, you should have from here to your neutral 120 volts for the operation of that blower motor. If you end up with 0 volts there, you have a bad relay, you'll need a new integrated furnace control board, or as I call them, circuit board. If you have 120 volts there, that motor doesn't run. Next step I would do is kill power, unplug that terminal, unplug a neutral, ohm out the motor. If it says OL, you're going to need a new blower motor and capacitor. Do not forget to replace that capacitor. Do not use old capacitors with a new blower motor. You will void the warranty, and the parts houses will not, supply you a blower motor under warranty. Now, like we said, you've got different switches here. If you can read what that says, it'll say like M2s. Your M's are park. If you go from M here, M2 and neutral, get 0 volts, congratulations, perfectly good reading. On the back of this board, there will be nothing to send power to that terminal. It's just a place to plug it in. Because if you've got power going into here, let's say for air conditioning, the cool speed, and you touch this, you're likely to get zapped because that's a winding terminal that does have some power to it there. So if you go to replace certain blower motors and it doesn't have a place to put this little terminal connection, cut it off, put a wire nut, wrap it with some electrical tape, make sure it doesn't go anywhere, because you can still have power come through there. And if it touches anything metal on here, congratulations, you just create a little short on there. If it's bad enough of a short, you can fry the circuit board on it. So use caution on all of that. I think that's about it. Remember, if fan here, that's going to be for fan speed. Heat is when the furnace operates. Cool is when the air conditioning operates. You have a neutral terminal. Blower motor sits back there. Say hi. Hi. Hopefully this video will help you out on some troubleshooting. Like and subscribe. Don't forget to share. Bye-bye.